All right, let's dive in here. We are going to connect, build, and schedule tasks so that they are automated for you inside ChatGPT. Right on. ChatGPT does the same things as Claude, but it's a little bit differently. So I have a separate video for Claude to show you the same thing, but here we're going to focus on ChatGPT and keep it simple. So connect, that is step one. It requires a paid plan like Plus, Pro, or Team. It's not available on free. So you do need to make sure you have some level of Plus or Pro, right? Cool. That's step one. Connect. Get these apps plugged in. Without automating, it's hard to get ChatGPT to give you the full contents and the most help that it can be. All right? So again, 3 days ago, ChatGPT just changed the phrase from apps to plugins. Okay? So if you're open it up and it's ChatGPT, they changed it to plugins. It used to be called connectors, then apps, and now it's called plugins. All right? So it'll change. Just look for this type of access, right? These are the connectors. First, you want to find Gmail. Then you want to find Calendar. Then you want to find Google Docs. But whatever it is, you can search up here, find it, hit the plus button. We want to connect, right? So it'll redirect to Google Drive. You log in, connected. Once it's connected, it'll have it under the installed options at the top. Bam. We want to go to chat once they're connected and see if it worked. Again, your powerhouse ones are Gmail, Calendar, and Google Drive. Those are a lot of the workhorse ones that you use every day anyways, and it gives it full clarity on what you have going on in your business or your daily life. So we want to go, let's test this. What's on my schedule this week? Let it load. This is going to be a little bit different than just normal, hey, let me schedule some tasks or let me automate this other item. Once you start integrating these connections, it becomes a huge source of leverage for you to save at least half an hour a day in your workflow and skip those days where you're actually spending your time in the morning trying to figure out what you even need to get done that day. You wake up, bam, we have a daily briefing. ChatGPT knows how everything's connected and what's priority in your day and can draft and send the emails for you. ChatGPT is the only one that can send the emails. Claude will draft the emails, but again, I talk about that in a different video. So in ChatGPT, you can decide if it's going to send the emails for you or just save them in your drafts folder in Gmail for you to edit them and then send when you're ready. Okay, so it came up with my schedule. It went through. It saw I've got workout, a meeting. I'm recording this video for you guys right now. Yoga with my wife later. She's the best instructor ever. And then some other things going on. But right now, if it needs to write an email, if I automated that, it knows it would pre-draft an email for this meeting and come up with an agenda or something, whatever I tell it to do, right? I'm teaching you this skill because it's usable in so many different areas, not just a daily briefing. You can have this automated skill, give you agendas for your team each week, hold your team accountable, tons of different automated tasks. And again, I encourage you to write down 5 things a day that you think you can automate. Do that for a week. And if your top 3 come up every day, do this. Build in this automation for them. Okay? So now that we have it connected to our calendars, all of those things, this is going to be brilliant, right? If you were in our cohort, we set up your DNA, basically a custom GPT that is your clone. If you want to join one of the future cohorts to go over building your own clone and how you do that super simply, I'll put some links in the description. But for now, unlike Claude, ChatGPT can send these emails, can review emails, and again, do most things that Claude does. So again, I like both. I use both. It's up to you. Right on. Let's keep building. So under GPTs, under the More, you're going to click GPTs, right? We want to create a new one. Find that where you're at, pause the video, whatever you need to do. We create, and we're going to name it Morning Briefing. Okay? Click on the configure, right? Because we're not going to have AI build it. We're going to configure this custom GPT. Say morning briefing or weekly shopping list, whatever you're creating, okay? Morning briefing, boom. Add the description. We want to basically give it a full prompt here to say, you are my daily summary of all my emails, calendar, and priority items for the day. Okay, instructions. What do we want to say? Review my emails and focus on what are your priorities? On my deal pipeline, title companies. I'm in real estate, right? We're going to use all the communications to our benefit. I need title companies, anything to do with money, upcoming tasks or meetings, and I want to put etc. All right? Then review my calendar and make sure I know what is priority. How does it know what's priority? Based on Monday's goals for the week and the month. Remember what day it is and use that information all week. Okay? And you want to customize this to your business and what you want it to say. This prompt can be anything, but make sure it's the context that drives your top 3 priorities. Okay? Give me a brief that I can read in 60 seconds. Done. Okay? Now, we want to save this. We want to create only me. Perfect. Save it. Now, the only limiting thing once this is created is that ChatGPT doesn't automatically schedule these like Claude does, if that's what you're used to. So, under ChatGPT, we want to create a prompt for me to schedule this daily. And so I'm going to have it run something that I can use over in this tab over here called Scheduled. All right? So it's going to go through everything, and it laid it out way better than I could have. Copy the prompt that it gives you inside this custom GPT. Go over to Scheduled, and then we are going to create one, right? We can include Gmail. We can include the different connections that we want, but otherwise, here's where we're going to paste this prompt right in here, the one we just got. So I want to add Gmail in here, and this, since this is under the Scheduled tab, it'll help me understand how often to do this, but I'm going to add a couple details in here that I don't quite see that make this really helpful in under 60 seconds. So check if it's Monday, include the update from the whole weekend, not just the last 24 hours. Okay? That'll be a big deal as well. And then also, if it's Monday, ask me what the goal for the week and month are so you can better prioritize my top 3 items to focus on. Bam. So we've got this built out all the details in here from before, plus a little extra. Again, review it so it meets your needs. Hit send. It might ask a couple clarifying questions, or it might have enough to do it and schedule it. Let's see what it says. Bam, it already ran it. It checked it, morning brief, top 3 priorities, urgent, deal money making, today's meetings, risks, recommendations. Bam, love it. Remember, this lives in scheduled tasks, and this will automatically run daily, okay? So you can go in here to see all of the options, and then you can edit these as well. You can change how often they repeat, weekly, monthly, daily, weekdays only. I do weekdays only, and then I want it morning, and then does never end. I want to keep it going all the time. So this is for the automation side of things. Again, if you just want to run it one day manually, go into your custom GPTs, and you can just run a one-off briefing. It'll pull everything out of your calendar and email. But for the automation level, scheduled is where you want to be at. So ChatGPT gets you 2 out of the 3 pieces cleanly, the connect and build, and then the scheduling is the workaround for the automation. So again, if you want fully integrated version where all 3 pieces click together automatically, that's where Claude specializes in. But both are amazing. Whichever one you're using will work awesome. Again, check out all the homework and the DNA information inside the cohort folder, part of our classes, and message me if you want to be on one of the future cohorts to learn how we do our DNAs and bring them in here so that our clones can be our active use source for our business and everything else. Perfect. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.